Are they having a difficult time understanding that if you want to make the case that Trump shouldn't be the president, then you'd want the strongest possible Democrat to run against Donald Trump? Someone who is displaying just these jarring signs of cognitive decline, mental decline, is not the best candidate to run against Donald Trump.
Ana Kasparian is completely fed up with all the woke nonsense going on lately, especially with propaganda shows that are obvious paid off Biden shills like The View and like Bill Maher and the rest of these ultra woke shows. And you can tell by the look on Cenk Uygur's face, he's not super happy about Ana Kasparian going down this route. But regardless, Ana Kasparian is going down this route, and she is absolutely shredding. Today, we have her shredding The View. Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and the rest of the woke absolute idiots over there on The View. Let's get into this clip here from the Young Turks of Ana Kasparian just tearing The View apart.
He's going to try to hide the rest of the campaign.
He's going to try to hide, okay? And look, their tactics unfortunately worked back in 2020. I don't think it's going to work this time around.
There's no chance it's going to.
Interesting that she just said unfortunately worked, by the way. I'm sorry, I know you're going to get mad at me for pausing this early, but that's not something that a lot of Democrats are willing to admit. Most of them are still trying to cope and say that it's worth it. Even if they say that Joe Biden is not a good president, most of them will at least say it's good that he won because he's not Trump. Ana Kasparian is all the way on the side of like, it's unfortunate that we were duped into voting for Joe Biden because he's doing a horrible job. Most people are not willing to admit that.
No work.
And by the way, loyalists to Biden are still attempting to engage in the same smear tactics. So I want to go to the final video here. This is Ana Navarro on The View today. Watch.
For the last 8 days, it feels to me, I have seen nothing but breathless reporting. It almost feels like media malpractice of them trying to score.
Why is she dressed like a judge?
The winning goal against Biden. Who can have the gotcha moment? They've been splicing, dicing, cubing everything he says, putting on a microscopic slide, and then looking at it under all sorts of magnifying glasses. Look, Joe Biden is the nominee. He is the human being standing between us and Donald Trump. I think Democrats need to stop making the case against Joe Biden and start making the case against Donald Trump.
Are they having a difficult time understanding that if you want to make the case that Trump shouldn't be the president, then you'd want the strongest possible Democrat to run against Donald Trump? Someone who is displaying just these jarring signs of cognitive decline, mental decline, is not the best candidate to run against Donald Trump. And the reason why—
I also find it very amusing that these people like Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar, Ana Navarro, and the rest of The View, and also a ton of other people, but since we're on the topic of them right now, we'll talk about them specifically, are trying to play like the victim card of, oh, Biden is just under this extreme microscope. It's like, did you watch the news cycle whenever Donald Trump was president? Every little thing he said wasn't just laughed at. Like, we're just laughing at Joe Biden. It's kind of sad, honestly, to watch him poop himself on stage and, not be able to get out a complete sentence and everything. When it came to Donald Trump, they weren't just laughing at him or feeling bad for him for being old or anything like that. It was, oh, this guy is blatantly racist and misogynistic because of X, Y, and Z reason that they came up with every single day. So to say that Joe Biden, poor Joe Biden for being put under this microscope. Did you watch the news cycle when Donald Trump was president? And even currently, it was way worse than anything anybody's doing to Joe Biden right now.
Why they're panicking and the reason why they want to silence the critics and those who are concerned is because this cover-up has been going on so long that it wasn't until the debate that people finally woke up to the reality, okay? Way late in the game, I get it, but it's not too late to replace him. The thing is, he's delusional, and so are the people who are backing him right now.
But the reason that Ana Navarro, Whoopi Goldberg, Mika Brzezinski, Joe Scarborough, and the rest don't want to tell you.
If you enjoy content like this, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a ton. Let's get back to the video.
About how you've been tricked is because they're the people who tricked you.
Exactly.
They were the ones driving the getaway car. So they're all friends with him. Whoopi Goldberg on that same show today said, I don't care if Joe Biden poops his pants and can't function at all.
Then let's not have a president at all.
But
if the role of the president of the United States is really that useless, then we shouldn't even have an executive branch. We shouldn't have an executive. We should not have a president of the United States. If it's that useless, if it's that worthless.
Anna, you're getting to one of the points I wanted to make. Okay, so
they're not willing to hear this criticism though. Like it literally doesn't matter what Joe Biden does. It doesn't matter how incompetent he is. It doesn't matter if he were to do the, commit the worst human atrocities that anybody has ever committed. It doesn't matter. He can do literally whatever he wants, and Whoopi Goldberg would still ride for him. Everybody on The View would still ride for him and support him, endorse him. It doesn't matter. They have to be paid shills. Let me know in the comments. Do you think that they are paid off by the Biden administration, or what do you think is happening here? Like, why do they refuse to say anything negative about Joe Biden? They can't even say that that the president of the United States shouldn't be pooping their pants on stage. And Ana Kasparian is completely correct. And this is something that most Democrats are not willing to admit. If the job of the president is so useless that it doesn't matter if he is crapping himself on a stage, why do we have a president at all? This guy is tasked with not just holding the country together, but trying to push the country forward, improve the country. And not only can he not hold the country together, he can't even hold poop within himself. He literally just strains to get the poop out on stage. It's just wild. And they don't care. That's the worst part of it. They don't even care. They say, oh, it's fine. It's fine that he's doing that. It's just ridiculous.
Number one, you're not going to win an election if you say our guy's going to poop his pants every day, but don't worry, vote for him anyway.
Insane.
If you can't see that that's not going to win the election, you're purposely blind or a blithering idiot. And I don't think they're idiots. They're purposely blind because they're part of this scheme.
It's both. They're idiots and blind.
Right? So, but the second point is, there are two main planks in this election are Donald Trump's a liar, but now we see Joe Biden lying about his mental health, obviously, when 8 out of 10 Americans think he's not mentally healthy enough. And then when they double down on that lie, what they're saying to 8 out of 10 Americans, the people who are going to decide this election, is, oh yeah, we think you're idiots. We think you're seeing it wrong. No, he's perfectly healthy and young. It's your fault for seeing it that way.
You're helping Trump. You're helping Trump.
Do you think that's a winning strategy? Okay, but last one is to the point that Ana was making. It's a really good point. Because think about it. Their second big talking point for the election is democracy's on the line. But now they're saying, who cares if the president functions or not? We're gonna have the same government either way. So wait, do we have a democracy or don't we have a democracy? And I thought you cared about democracy. And now you're saying, I don't mind if the president's a vegetable because we don't really have a democracy anyway. It is devastating. It is hypocrisy like I've never seen before. And I've seen them be massively hypocritical before. So this is the core of the most establishment media in the country going, we don't care. We're still gonna lie to you and we're still gonna pretend that Biden's fine. And we think you're a bunch of suckers and that you'll believe it. And at the end, you'll vote for our guy, even if you guys don't think that he's mentally healthy enough.
Wrong again, Bob.
Yeah, you're wrong. And all of you, all of those people who are defending Biden now in media, you're all guilty. When Donald Trump wins in a landslide that's gonna give him a mandate to totally destroy this government, we're gonna play those tapes over and over and over again. I'm going to humiliate every single person in mainstream media that said Biden should be the candidate until they're driven from the airwaves and live the rest of their lives in deep shame for what they've done. Thanks for watching The Young Turks.
I find it funny how he feels obligated to throw in that Trump jab at the end. Like, whenever these evil Democrats who are pushing for Biden to be, the candidate, whenever that causes Trump to win the next election, and he has this mandate that allows him to just do whatever he wants and get away with it. It's like, you do know that the ruling is for all presidents, right? Like all presidents, that's not just for Donald Trump, but they have to keep saying that just to hold their leftist status, I guess, and not have all their fans cancel them, which if you go look in the comments, they 100% are, lies from the Young Turks as usual. TYT is full on Team Trump now. Like, they're going after them because they're not shilling like The View is. Their audience, the Young Turks audience, Cenk Uygur, Ana Kasparian's audience, are going after them every single time they disagree in the slightest. Let me know in the comments what you think about Ana Kasparian and Cenk Uygur going after Whoopi Goldberg and The View, but also going after Joe Biden and anybody who is supporting him to be the Democratic candidate. I think these people who are, at the very least, I'm not going to say that you're an idiot if you're just a Democrat, but if you are someone who fully supports Joe Biden after everything that we have seen from him, you are an idiot, or you're just a liar, or you're paid off, whatever. at least these people, Cenk Uygur and Ana Kasparian, especially Ana, I think Ana's kind of forcing Cenk to have this common sense position. Because if she has a common sense position sitting next to him, he's going to look real stupid if he doesn't also have that position. But at least these people are willing to admit the very, very obvious truths. You know, let me know in the comments what you think about this. You know, this Ana Kasparian and Cenk Uygur just destroying the View once again.